Welcome to the Chit Chat Show, ladies and gentlemen. Today we have the pleasure to sit down with a self-aware and purpose-driven woman. This interview is specifically made for anyone who lacks purpose, passion, and direction in life. Listen to the end because our guest will teach you the most important steps to self-discovery and fulfillment of your life purpose. Thanks for coming, Martina.
Thank you for having me.
It's a
I'm
pleasure.
excited to be here, really.
You're welcome. All right. How's life going for you these days?
Yeah, good, good.
Nice.
Yes, it's so nice to be back in Copenhagen, so I'm excited.
Great.
Yes.
How's your mental health?
Oh, well, we're already
We're going
going
in
deep.
straight.
We're going straight. But I like that. That's good. Yeah, my mental state is good, but it can be better.
Mm,
I think right now I'm in a season where I'm understanding how mental health really is crucial for everything that you're approaching, like the quality of your life, but also your happiness, your health. Because I also realized, okay, when you're mentally kind of off, after a while, it's also like it shows up in your body because you're more sick or I don't know, you feel more tense in your shoulders or whatever. So, yeah, so it's kind of like I'm really aware of my mental state right now.
Right. Before we begin, I'd like to pick your brain on a few things.
Yes.
What does happiness mean to you?
Happiness. Oh my gosh. Okay. Happiness to me means being filled with yourself and also with your life.
On November 20th, 2020, you made a post on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I'll quote, "Stop pushing off your passion. In this time and age, we got used to put ourselves behind others or behind things that are seen as priority by society. No
Mm-hmm.
wonder people are so broken and feel lost when almost nobody has time for themselves. How crazy is this? Living your life, not having time for yourself to live your life. That's not living, y'all. It's existing. Dig deep into your soul and try to remember what you're good at, passionate about, set your heart on fire, and prioritize it. It's time to take care of yourself. It's your time."
Oh.
Do you remember that post?
I think yes. I think yes. But listening to this, I'm like, oh wow, that's deep.
In 2020, you made it in 4 years ago.
2020.
Yeah, November 20th, 2020. If we were to compare
Yeah.
the times 4 years ago and today,
Yeah.
would you still say people put others before themselves?
Yes, they do. We still experience that.
Yeah.
I would even say it got worse due to everything that is happening in the world. And a lot of people just think, oh, I have to give a lot and be there for people. And self neglect is really just a thing.
Yeah.
And even though, I mean, 2020, I was aware back then, I'm still struggling with it today. So I'm also part of that.
Hmm. Well,
Yeah.
because I kind of feel like, in my opinion, I
Hmm.
kind of feel like it's been the opposite over the last 4 years. Like people
Okay.
have become even more selfish.
Mm.
You see where I'm
No,
coming
but
from?
I'm also, yeah,
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 nowadays everyone is like, "Oh, it's
yeah,
me, it's my this, it's my that."
yeah,
People are doing things mainly for themselves.
yeah.
Yeah, back it was, I think like 4 years ago, it was a bit more like people were thinking about others. But
Mm.
since after the virus and the inflation
Yes,
and the way things are getting expensive and all of this,
absolutely.
people are like thinking more in a selfish way. Do you feel
I
that?
100% agree. Yes,
Yeah.
that is true because I'm with you on that one. But now I see it really depends on the type of person you are. Because, there's like this one side of people that really are selfish and think about themselves. And there's the other side who gives because they see, oh, people are too selfish. And that's why I was thinking from that perspective, but you're absolutely right, because people got selfish.
Yeah.
They definitely did, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's speak on a more personal level, right? Because I asked you about happiness earlier.
Yeah.
So, what does happiness mean to you personally?
What makes me happy are I like quality time, like spending quality time with people.
Yeah.
I love traveling. I like connecting with people, like the deeper things in life, not just okay. I mean, I wouldn't say that I wouldn't mind having a nice bag or something materialistic. Of course, that's a nice thing to have too, but it wouldn't fulfill me as having moments with people where you connect, having great conversations. Yeah, those are the things that really make me happy. Plus, because this is like my whole topic, purpose. When I feel like, okay, right now I'm stepping into my purpose, I'm really just happy.
How and when did this paradigm shift
Mhm.
happen for you that you became so purpose driven, inspiring, and
Mhm.
motivating people on social media?
I would say my whole identity shift came when I graduated from high school
Hmm.
because, in my opinion, people that go to school, university, and everything like that don't really know who they really are. They just adapt and try to fit in. And that was me. I was always the one that always tried to fit in and also people please and yeah, not trying to be too much or just always be in the middle, like the average. And when I graduated from high school, like I graduated in 2019, and in the same year I started studying, and in the same year I also started my personal development journey. So it kind of happened at the same time, and then the freelance thing, and then I just realized, okay, I think the person I was all these years, especially during high school, was a version of me that I just created to survive and to fit into this whole school and people. And also, the area where I grew up in is also like a more posh area. So I was like the minority, but I never felt like a minority. I feel like it's also a mindset thing. If you think you're a victim, then you might be a victim. But I didn't see myself as a victim. But I was still like, I don't know, we were like perhaps 5 Black people at my school.
Hmm.
So I always try to be someone who I am, but also not really who my true version is. So when I graduated high school, I got to know myself. That's where I started self discovery. I reflected a lot. I started journaling and realized, oh, okay, I'm not scared to dig deeper and understand myself. And it really just went deeper and deeper until, I ended up here,
Yeah.
basically.
Nice. You also have a marketing agency, right?
Had.
Had. Okay.
Yeah.
You're not doing it anymore?
Nope. Since July this year, I
Ah,
I
okay.
closed the agency down.
Yeah. Why did you close it?
Yeah, due to several reasons. The main reason, being very honest, was financially because it wasn't profitable anymore.
Okay.
And then also I realized it did not fulfill me long term. So I started the social media agency because I freelanced as a social media manager.
Mm.
And for me, I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur and have a business. So
Yeah.
I thought, okay, like this is my skill. I can grow the skill, and I was also good at it. And I learned a lot of stuff in digital marketing, content creation. So for me, it was like almost a no-brainer to start the social media agency, and it worked for 2 years roundabout. But then it ended in, or where I noticed, okay, now I'm actually going downhill was September 2022, where I noticed, okay, like I'm slowly getting into burnout. And I still, you know, continued until July. But basically, I would say until May, because May, like, that was like the last payment I had from my clients.
Yeah.
And May to July, I tried to strategize, okay, how can I revive this? Oh, and maybe also because when I started the agency, I had a certain vision, and the vision didn't really manifest, I would say. Also, really crazy. Like, I really just started the agency. I opened an Instagram account. I called myself a social media agency.
Yeah.
I introduced myself as one. And 2 months later, I had a co-working space where I like had my office there.
Yeah.
So I was like surrounded by other entrepreneurs as well.
Creators. Yeah.
Yeah, creators as well. Or I was the only creator. They were like also 10 years older than me. So I'm always the youngest.
Yeah.
I'm always the youngest in the room. But yeah, so they were like life insurance, and one was a coach, but it was like more this field. And I was like the creative marketing part.
Yeah.
And I realized how, Gen Y and Gen Z came together.
Mm.
And those are different mindsets,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the work approach is also different. The experiences are different. So I came with big visions like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to work with these brands. And the Gen Y part was like, okay, but just start with the smaller ones and get there bit by bit, which makes sense. And it also humbled me. So it was also good. But I got lost in this, okay, start with these brands. Because then my first client was a restaurant, and the next client was a restaurant again. So I was then also only working with restaurants, though it wasn't even my intent.
Yeah.
And then I was known to be the restaurant marketing girl in Hamburg, did not fulfill me.
Yeah.
And I really, like, I was self employed. I really did everything by myself. That's why also the burnout. And the original vision I had was to, from the very beginning, have contractors, like freelancers, do the work for me. And I'm just going to be like organizing, doing the meetings. I never did that in these 2 years.
Yeah. You
So
ended up doing everything by yourself.
exactly. But I also felt how, and now the faith part comes in
Yeah.
because I'm also a believer. I also felt how God didn't want me to pursue it anymore. I tried to reject it because I was like, no, I mean, it worked out until then. So, of course, it was your will for me to do this, or it was in your plan for me to do this, so it cannot be. But I feel like the reason why I started the agency in the first place was because I wanted a certain lifestyle.
Mm.
And I started the agency
Yeah.
to get that lifestyle.
Guys. No,
So
you know what I like is that you're being honest. You know, at
I
least you
learned
can
that.
speak. Yeah, you can speak the truth. You
Yeah.
wanted the lifestyle. You wanted to
Yeah.
chase the bag. You know, there's
Chase
nothing.
the bag. Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong in chasing the bag.
No.
At least you have a hustler's mentality. You
Yeah.
know, but
Yeah.
you're honest
Yeah.
about it. You know, people are just lying that they're doing this and that. You know,
True.
but it's good you're honest. You
Thank
know,
you.
but you
Thank
were
you.
you were not feeling like you were fulfilled. That was not your calling.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see. I
True.
see. But thank you so much for the insight, though. You know, it's gonna
Welcome.
help a lot of young people who are probably like
I hope
thinking
so.
they're just gonna watch a few internet videos
Yeah.
and then become rich after 2 years, like being advertised, right?
Well, I mean, it can happen because that was also like my mindset.
Mm.
There's not a cheat code, but I would say the cheat code is when you have a mentor.
Okay.
The reason why I didn't succeed, like I'm on this journey since 2019, which is now 5 years. The reason being is because I did everything myself. And the difference is that's also like I had a lot of lessons this year. Also, one of the lessons is if you do it yourself versus having a mentor, you're going to take way longer. And that's why you're going to struggle more, you're going to fail more, and more likely to give up. But if you have a mentor that went not necessarily the same path as you, but is where you want to be, he can tell you, okay, avoid this, avoid that, or fail here and you can learn this and then you can come here. So it's like more a shortcut. But most of the times, mentors are really pricey.
So, are there people in your life who that drain your energy? How do you deal with this kind of people?
I would say also going back to the 2019 version of me,
Mm.
when I graduated high school, like my friend circle, we were like 9 girls. So it was a big friends group. And I was like the one crying and saying, "Oh my gosh, I can never do life without you. How? Like, we cannot separate ways." And I was the first one to cut ties with everyone. And you could think I'm fake, but it was really. It, I didn't know that a few months later, I would get into personal development and understand that certain things, like, they weren't bad people at all. Like, the version in 2019 or like the high school version of me was still really good girl. Like, I wasn't a bad girl or didn't do a lot of bad things.
Yeah.
But for example, habits, like I had bad habits, like going out, doing things, and they were continue doing it. And I got into a phase where I wanted to stop that to focus on the business side. So yeah, means they weren't negative people, but I still realized, okay, we're growing into different directions. So I didn't really cut ties and said, okay, bye.
Yeah.
It was just like, oh, Martina, do you want to join us? Sorry, no. And that's how it happened, the separation. So I would say the people that drain me, it just naturally happened that we're just going separate ways because I'm deciding to do different things than they are. But of course, I still have energy drainers.
Yeah.
And that's also private, but family.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
think family is the biggest one.
I think so too.
You know,
Real
you can
talk.
talk about
Real
these
talk.
people and that people,
Yeah.
but it's family. Yeah.
Yes.
Family is the biggest energy drainer.
Yeah.
I think, in my opinion,
Yeah. I agree.
you know,
I
and
agree.
family is also the best source of energy.
Yeah. That
You
is so
know,
ironic.
it's so ironic, right? Now
Yes.
both can work together.
Yeah. But it's
You
true.
know, because when you're without your family, you feel like so empty and you have no
Yes.
one around. But then when
Yeah.
you're with them, it's a lot of headache that is
Yeah.
coming along with it. It's like,
It's like, why am I here?
yeah,
Let
whatever.
me
Yeah,
just go.
let me. It's a lot of. It's a
Oh
big
my God.
irony.
Yep.
Yeah.
True.
All right, this part of the interview is the next part, which basically focuses on our viewers getting to connect with you as a person,
Hmm.
understanding who you are,
Okay. Yep.
so the basics about you,
Hmm.
basically,
Hmm.
and we'll just start with your age. How old are you?
I'm 24.
All right, where are you from?
I'm from Born. It's a German little town.
Yeah,
So Detmold.
okay,
That is in North Rhine-Westphalia.
yeah,
Yes.
okay. Have you been to Africa?
Yes. 2017 first and last time.
Wow, how was it?
Good. Last 2 weeks were good. The first 3 weeks were intense and culture shock.
Yeah. And would you say Africa is better than Germany or
uh,
vice versa?
they're too different to compare, but I would say now I understand because my dad always says like the real life is in Africa, and I was always like, yeah, I agree, but I don't know. I mean, I like living here. It's the quality of life is better,
Yeah.
but now that you're really into work and stress and the bad weather and the food is not as good and everything, so I feel like the quality of life in Africa is better, but for work and business, Germany.
Are you in a relationship?
I am in a relationship and I'm really happy.
All right,
Yep.
awesome. And do you have any children? Planning to have some in the future?
Planning to have some in the future, but no children.
Okay. How do you spend your time when you're not working? Any hobbies?
I like spending time with friends. I like working on passion projects, dancing, going to the gym, cooking, traveling.
Yeah. Do you have any like future plans where you see yourself in 5 to 10 years?
I don't know if I have like 5 years, 10 years, like to the T. It's like I know where I want to head. I don't know if it's going to be in 5 years, 10 years, or longer.
Okay.
But the reason why I'm so ambitious is because I see this version of myself the whole time and the reality doesn't add up. And that's why I'm always like stressed and kind of like also very, self critical, I would say as well. Because I'm like, oh, you can do better or you can be there already. Like with all the knowledge that you acquired all over these years, you could have done this by this time already. You could have been the 24-year-old who's living in Dubai and having 100K per month and whatnot. Like, yeah, all of these things.
How close are you with your family?
Close.
Your dad, mom, siblings?
Hmm.
Who are you closest to?
I would say right now with my brother, my dad lives in Guinea. So we're only like on contact via phone. So that's why like also the distance doesn't really make us close.
Close, yeah.
And my mom, we're close, but relationship can be better. It's better now than it was before because before we didn't really have a relationship.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Can you describe any early memories of you as a child?
It depends on the age, I would say, because there's a certain period in my life I don't really remember
Okay.
when I was really young. Like this is where we used to live in this like small town in Germany. I have almost no memories, but after that time we lived in the States for like 3 years, almost 4 years. This is where like I had like my happy childhood.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember the version of me that was in, is it called preschool? Preschool and first grade. So preschool, first grade. I would say I was like the popular ish girl, if you could say that in first grade. I don't know.
Mhm.
But I was like the German girl, was living there, but I kind of really adapted and I really felt at home there.
Yeah.
And it was really That version of me was, I would say, the most me as a child.
Let's move on to the very important part. I know this is the reason why you clicked to watch this video. This is the most important part of the video.
3 questions to find out your passions.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. What do I enjoy doing and lose track of time whilst doing it? Like, if you ask yourself this question, then you can like reflect on, okay, what is it that I like? And there's always this one activity that you enjoy doing, and you're like, oh, what? 2 hours passed, I didn't even notice. That is like one indicator for a passion of yours. The other question you can ask yourself is, what am I really great at doing without needing a lot of preparation to start? So, where you don't need a lot of work or effort to get into. Some people are really, like, for them, it's easy to just start, I don't know, even singing on stage, even though they haven't prepared, and other people have to prepare for weeks until they go to the stage to perform. So, it really depends, because each one of us has gifts and talents, and we can do something. You have something that you can do way better than I can do, and maybe I can do it too, but I would have to learn and really get my, the proficiency level up high, versus you can just do it effortlessly, and vice versa. And the last question you can ask yourself to find out your passion is, what did I enjoy doing when I was younger and wished I could continue doing when I was older? So maybe you had a hobby and you started doing it, but then something happened and you didn't pursue it anymore. And you're always wondering, oh, what would be if I would still pursue it right now? Or oh, I wish I had more time to, take up on that hobby or interest that I had back then. I also created a graphic post that has like 2 circles, and in the middle it's like purpose. So it's like one circle explains or is like your passion, and the other circle is your proficiency. And if you put it together, you have your purpose in the middle.
Yeah.
So your purpose is a mixture of your passion and your proficiency. And proficiency means what you're good at doing, what you're skilled at doing, what you're mastering, perhaps even, where you have expertise in, where people even like consider or hire you for, and your passion. And if you put that together, it's your purpose. And the great thing about purpose is it's not something you don't want to do. It's always something you're good at doing, so it's already kind of easy for you. It will still be like at times exhausting or uncomfortable, and you will have your inner battles to pursue your purpose, because purpose really is challenging,
Yeah.
but a positive challenge. It just explains how purpose is something that is created for you. It's like custom made for you. So not everyone has the same purpose, even though even though you can have like the same field of purpose, you're still going to have a different purpose than the next one. I also wrote a post about the importance, or a reel about the importance of purpose. So I said purpose is essential for your life and for your life's meaning,
Yeah.
and your life's direction.
Yeah.
So for the joy in your life and your overall happiness. And the question is like, do you really need purpose? Like, do you need purpose to be fulfilled? Do you need purpose? Like, is it okay if I just die and never stepped into my purpose? In my opinion, if you really just lived life and did all the things, let's say, you followed everything that is like societal, go to school, get that job, get that family, until
Yeah.
you're old and you die,
Yeah.
you lived, but were you fulfilled? That's a question. Let's talk about 5 signs if it's your time to discover your purpose. So I came up with these 5 things. First one, you're feeling unfulfilled with your life. So no matter what, you can't shake off this feeling of unfulfillment despite your wins and outside success. Let's say you're quite successful. People are like, oh, your life is so amazing. You have all these things that I wish to have. And you're looking at it, you're chasing, for example, as I wanted to chase that bag. Let's say I got the bag.
Yeah.
And I'm living in, I don't know, my Dubai mansion and making 100K. out of my social media agency.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I never thought about what if this would be my reality right now, if everything would have worked out as I wished.
Okay.
I would be sitting there knowing, okay, I built all of this with my social media agency. And then I would be sitting there and be like, okay, but what's next? Like, did I really change the world?
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the person. Because me, for example, like, my drive is to really make a lasting impact in the world and not just improve my life. Like, I do things for others too.
Yeah.
And I know it's kind of the people pleaser, but it's also the humanitarian in me. So you can really have the success and the life, but still feel like it's not it. Sign number two,
Mm-hmm.
you're seeking meaning. So whether it's consciously or unconsciously, you try to seek meaning in everything you do. Like, for example, you have a conversation with someone, and for them, it's like, oh, you're just asking a normal question, but perhaps you're asking this question with an intent in mind, even unconsciously, to see how do people respond to this question. And that means you're seeking meaning in things right now. You're observing things different. The third sign is you feel alienated. So you ask questions over questions, you overthink a lot. You're seeing others just live life and they're happy with just living, whilst you're questioning life's meaning and depth. So you can be at a party, everyone's enjoying themselves, laughing, dancing, and you're there. You're maybe laughing, dancing with them, but kind of feels weird. You're like, okay, this kind of feels weird or off to me. I've been like that. Like I never I never got drunk. I also never wanted to get drunk. Like it's a different thing if you get tipsy, but I never wanted to like reach a level of drunkenness and hangover. Like so, I was for the majority of time always the sober one at a party. And if you're sober at a party, we all know the reason people get drunk at parties is because they don't want to see all of this. They don't want to see the mess.
Yeah, right. They don't want to be in touch with reality.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Yeah.
I want to disconnect.
Yeah.
So me being sober and already always deep, sitting there watching people, I'm like, no. So yeah, and the last sign of the five signs is you prefer solitude over being with people because it can become exhausting for you to hang out with people where you need to pretend to be someone or even to be the unawakened you. Because I feel like when you're starting to seek your purpose, you're more awakened than before. You were maybe just, living life on autopilot or you were sleepwalking. And now you're awakened, like something shifted. And being with people can be kind of energy draining, or you just have to put on a mask. You do the things that you always did, and now it just does not feel good to you. And you pretend to enjoy it, but you don't. So you just prefer solitude. If you do it, it's another thing. Like sometimes people still continue to do the things that doesn't really align to them, but they prefer solitude over doing the things they did whilst they were unawakened.
That's life. Preach on. Let's go. Give us some more game. I can sit here listening all day. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Because it's the truth.
Can I go even deeper on this?
Yeah, go ahead.
I did not expect to. Oh my gosh, okay, I started. So,
Go ahead.
so there's another thing that a lot of people are unaware of. And for example, sticking to the alcohol thing and that it just changes your hormones, you said, right?
Mhm.
And everything. There's also a spiritual side to it.
Let's go, guys. Talk about the spiritual side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is a spiritual side to it.
Mhm.
Because did anyone actually ask themselves why certain alcohol is called spirits? Like every name has its purpose and meaning. So why is alcohol called spirits?
Good question.
In my opinion, you don't have to agree with me on this one, is because it's like you're opening a door for spirits to manipulate you, control you. Because why do always people say, oh, I drank and I blacked out? Oh, I would have never done this. Like, this is so untypical me. I just got drunk. And they lose touch of what they would do. They lose touch of rules or morals or whatever because they either, drink or take drugs. And in my opinion, you're allowing spirits to enter and control you.
Yeah. You're drinking the spirits.
Oh my God. Oh, that sounds hard.
No, that's the chicha show. The real truth. Give them the real truth. Say it directly. Yeah, you're drinking demonic spirits.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Is that not it?
Okay, it is it,
Yeah, because
basically.
yeah,
It
because
is it.
there's
Yeah.
no good drug in the alcohol.
No.
Yeah, if something can get into your body
Yeah.
and make you drive your car into a tree or make you drive the car across the bridge
Yeah.
and fall into the river
Yeah.
or makes you knock someone unconscious on the road or kill someone,
Yeah. Yeah.
what kind of spirit is that? Is that not a demonic spirit?
Oh, preach.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going there.
So you're drinking demonic spirits, guys.
That is true.
And when you say it that way, when you call the alcohol spirits,
Yeah.
and then we relate it to drinking,
Yeah.
and we look at the forces that are involved making people do these things, then we put in three words: drinking demonic spirits.
Oh
All
my
right?
gosh. That even is deep for me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because
True.
that's when you explain it like this,
Mhm.
that's the simple summary I can come up with.
Honestly, and now I understand why you say you're really straight, because others would have heard that and be like, oh, maybe we can put it like this, but that's a ugly truth you
Yeah.
just said.
Go ahead with it.
No, you said it really,
Yeah.
you said the ugly truth.
It is what it is.
I wouldn't say drinking spirits, but basically this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
And that is crazy.
That's what people are doing.
But that's also the thing, people don't know about this topic.
Mhm.
So some might have just might listen to us talking about it, like, you understand what I said, I understand what you said, and they will be so disconnected because they're like, what are spirits?
Yeah.
And that's a problem because they don't know about this whole, what we see right now is not everything.
True.
What we see right now, it's limited to our five senses.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's also a fact, but others don't really want to believe it, that the unseen realm, the spiritual realm, is more real than the physical.
Yes.
Let's go into manifestation because it's a whole hype. New Age is a whole hype. I've also been into New Age, these whole practices and everything.
Yeah.
And
What is New Age?
New Age is a whole movement.
Okay.
It's people doing tarot card readings, horoscope, birth charts, also manifesting things. But it's this is the more friendly side of it, even though it's not friendly at all. Because I know that everything that looks very, or that people think it's really okay to do it, it's actually also demonic, and
Okay.
people don't know about it.
Okay.
Because nobody tells them the truth.
Yeah.
And you just see in the physical, oh, it manifests, or oh, you went to this medium and this medium told you a story about your grandma that only you knew, and this woman couldn't know what your grandma ate for breakfast, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. But you're coming into contact with spirits. You're opening doors to spirits so they can tell you these things. Because spirits live longer, and they are here all this time. They see everything.
Exactly.
They travel. They are here, they are there. And we are limited to the present moment. Spirits are not limited to the present moment. So when we then back to the allowing spirits into us through drinking, drugs, whatever, they then control and manipulate. And you do sometimes you act out of character. And it's not you, but you don't know what made you do it. You came into agreement with a spirit that made you do it because it's controlling you. And it sounds really crazy, and it is crazy, but it is still the truth. And that's why, as I said, coming back to the manifestation thing, even people that talk about manifestation on Instagram, it's really oh, you can manifest your dream life, you can manifest your husband. And it sounds really positive, oh my gosh, you can create the dream life that you want and everything. All the powers are in your hands. That does not sound demonic. It sounds really good.
Yeah.
Oh, power. But there's a dark side to it that we don't know of. And they're opening the doors to things that ripple effect either in their lives or in the lives of the generations after them. So it travels to the children, etc., etc. And this is how, for example, generational curses happen. let me finish with these last two.
Okay.
So, 5 steps to discover your purpose.
Okay.
We just had 5 signs when you're ready. Now, 5 steps if you're ready. So, you can first reflect on your passions. So, you can find out, okay, am I passionate about? What do I enjoy doing? What am I good at? Then you can identify your strengths. Then consider your values because values are really important as well. You can set intentional goals, whether it be, okay, I want to achieve that goal in this time, or, I want to connect with this person who can help me, like intentional goals based on your purpose. And finally, take action because your purpose can be your purpose and can be in you, but only because you know these things and you don't execute, nothing is going to happen. And the last thing, it's actually a video or a reel that I recorded pretty randomly and it took off really well. Like, it was crazy because actually the algorithm doesn't really favor videos like this.
Yeah.
My tagline was weak people chase pleasure and strong people chase purpose.
Okay.
And that is to close off like purpose is a beautiful thing, but it is also really challenging because the moment I stepped into my purpose, which was after closing my agency down in July, um, I was like traveling for a month in the south of France and really like finding to myself. It was really beautiful. And when I came back, I realized, okay, now the attacks are happening. Like now I understand how when you step into your purpose, you have a identity crisis. You suddenly doubt yourself the most you ever did. You question yourself. You're suddenly insecure about everything. That was me in the last weeks. I was the most insecure, the most mentally also unstable, and I wondered, like, how can this happen when I'm about to approach my purpose? But because you're approaching your purpose, you're going through all these battles, and the weak people will break off. Oh, it's too hard. Let me just go to the job. Or let me just do something that does not require too much growth of me. I don't want anyone listening to this and be overwhelmed because it is really like unfamiliar to talk about these things. But just know that even with these truths that nobody talks about, there is ease in it. Like, and there's freedom in it too. It's a hard pill. It's like this matrix thing, like the red pill or the blue pill you choose.
Mm.
But it's always better to know these things and to just accept it and to not run from it because deep down your spirit kind of knows something is off. And you're going to have this feeling of, I'm doing something wrong or questioning yourself. So you better go on that road that is a bit harder, but will pay out later.
No matter what it is, if you want the real truth, come on the Chicha Show. Follow this channel. Click the subscribe button, comment, leave us a like. Let's grow and more people can get real information. So that said, Martina, what's the best experience you've had so far since you started this business as a life coach? And
Actually seeing how people take the conversations that we had and talk about it with their loved ones. For example, the workshop that we had recently, we had a testimony of a girl who attended and she said she loved it so much. And actually she wasn't the most active in this group.
Mhm.
She was more observing and listening. And I like those. I like the ones who are more observing and listening. She said she went home after this workshop and talked with her boyfriend about it, and then their relationship got better.
Mm.
I was, I
Say
had
that louder.
goosebumps.
Say
I
that
wanted to
louder.
cry. Their relationship got better.
Yes.
Wow.
Guys, that's life. That's life. You know, when you come to the coaching session, you know, you get something out of it, take notes, you go back home, you implement, and you get results.
Yes.
She's not bullshitting around. you know,
Thank God I'm not.
we don't bring on anybody who doesn't get results on the Chicha show. All right. Nice. What a great testimony.
Mhm.
So, what's the biggest challenge you faced? Any negative experiences working with troublesome clients, maybe?
Not yet. I
Not
haven't
yet.
experienced yet.
Okay. There are a lot of young girls who are watching,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
who are inspired probably, they want to speak like you, they want to understand their purpose, they want
Yeah.
to have some fulfillment in their life.
Yeah.
What would you like to share with them, like a message in general about life, something to your younger self, maybe.
Girls. Oh my gosh. Okay. Um, Everything that is meant for you will come to you. So if you're right now in a season where you feel stuck and unfulfilled and you feel like everything that you're dreaming of, you're starting to lose hope that you're actually going to achieve it, don't, because everything that is for you will come to you. I always think in pictures and I see like a light that is in each and every one of these girls that is in them and it's burning. And they think that they're dark, like whatever they did in their past, whatever sins they did, whatever things they're really ashamed of, and they turn their back on themselves and other people because they're like, oh my gosh, how could I have done this or accepted this or whatever? And they think that they are um, unworthy of the beautiful things in life. But the light in them is still there. They're not seeing it. So just know that this light in you, no matter how much you messed up in life, is still burning because you are a light. You just have to find back to your light.
All right, guys, we are at the favorite part of our show, which we call, you guys already know the game. Know me uncomfortably well.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, that's the
you did not
game.
prepare me.
That's the game.
Okay.
Right? But that's the
Uh,
game we always do on every single show. If you
yeah.
did watch the show, the previous episodes,
Hmm.
you have like 30 seconds for each question. All right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You ready? Okay, let's do it. Come on. Don't be shy. Don't be
Okay.
shy, my sinner. The camera is not gonna eat you.
I feel like it does.
I feel like in life, what I always say to myself before we
Mhm.
begin,
Yeah,
what I always say to myself is, you think people care, but really they don't.
they actually don't.
So whatever
True.
information you think you're gonna put out there, and people are gonna be like judging you about it, people maybe they're going through worse, or maybe
Yeah,
their life is even way shittier than yours.
that's true.
So
That's
whatever it
true.
is,
That's true.
just say the truth and let it go out there. Maybe people might even relate to you more by
That is true.
saying
I'm
that
learning
piece.
that one though.
Yeah.
Okay, so that this is a training for me. Let's go. I'm ready.
All right. First question.
Yeah,
Name three of your favorite dishes.
I like Asian dishes.
Yeah.
So Asian dishes. I like pasta. I like. I love bowls.
Okay.
I like bowls. I don't know. I like no matter how you do the bowls, it's like sweet potato, you got meat, you got salad, you got vegetables, or you got rice. I don't know. Bowls.
Yeah.
Fancy. Love them.
Nice.
Sushi as well.
Question number two. Name three of your favorite music artists.
So, okay, my background is French. So I listen to a lot of French artists.
Yeah.
Um, I would say, um, oh, it always changes. Okay, let's say for this year, Warren Sada.
Yeah.
um, Russ. He's American, like the rapper. And I also like, think about one female. This is hard. I don't know why this question challenges me, but each time I'm always like, mm,
Clock is ticking.
yeah, I know. Okay, let's just say Sabrina Claudio.
All right. Next question. If you have the opportunity to collaborate with three people from any industry,
Yeah.
who would they be?
So Myron Golden.
Okay.
Myron Golden is, for me, he's like a grandpa, like because he's in his 60s.
Hmm.
Um, but I like a lot of knowledge and wisdom I also have from him. So I would collaborate with Myron Golden. I would also love to collaborate with Grace Beverly and mm, Oprah.
Okay. Well, great choices.
Yeah.
All right. Question number four. Name three of your favorite songs.
Mhm. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm really bad at this. I'm so sorry. I should have prepared this one.
TikTok, 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 TikTok.
Okay.
What song did you listen to before coming here? I don't even remember anymore. All right, next question. Name three of your favorite movies.
Oh my gosh.
When people are under pressure, they're always like, "Oh, I've forgotten everything."
Blackout.
Blank.
Blackout. No, I love music. Music is my life. This is so funny.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
so favorite movies?
Yeah,
In Time with Justin Timberlake. I also love Matrix.
yeah.
I'm different. My gosh. And High School Musical.
All right. Next one. Name three of your favorite books.
Okay. Ooh. The Alchemist
Mm-hmm.
and Who Not How and The Garden Within. It's yeah, okay, The Garden Within. Yep. No explanation.
Is that the name?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right. Next question. Name three favorite places you have not traveled to yet.
Okay, that's easy. Brazil and Italy
Yeah.
mm, and South Africa.
Okay. Nice.
Hmm.
Do you sleep on your back, your side, or on your belly?
On my back,
On your back.
like a mummy.
Hey, what the hell is that position? How do you sleep on your back?
I
Like,
I learned it. I
yeah.
trained myself to sleep on the back.
Okay. Wow. How long did that take?
I don't know, a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know it's creepy.
That's weird. Though. I feel like if I sleep on my back like this, I will not sleep. I need to be like a baby or something.
Yeah,
No,
no.
even babies sleep on their belly or something, right?
Yeah, I know. It's unnatural to sleep on your back, but I trained it.
Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that?
It should help your back pain, but honestly, I didn't see improvement.
Okay. You were having like back pain.
Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's see. Next question. On a rest day, do you prefer to stay indoors and get some rest, or
Mhm.
you prefer to go out and have fun?
I would say to stay indoors and just enjoy quality time at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
What is one thing you hate most?
Fake people, liars,
Yeah.
and uh, unfairness.
Okay.
I hate unfairness.
Yeah.
Mm,
And what is one thing you love most?
mm, good conversations,
Yeah.
good food,
Yeah.
and good music.
That was, we're supposed to give just one, guys. You
Oh,
get
just
three.
one?
One thing
Oh,
you love most.
I thought we were still with three. Okay, sorry. Well then, never mind. I'm not taking it back.
Okay. You're not taking back. All right. Do you have a role model?
um, I think I'm still finding my role model,
Yeah.
but I would say it sounds really, really churchy, but I would say God.
Mm.
Just aspiring to be like God, and I'm nowhere close, but yeah,
To be like God,
not to be like God, but like more like Jesus.
like Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow.
His characteristics, how he was selfless, humble, loving, sacrificial, everything, and just authentic as well.
Never heard that answer.
I know.
I'm
I bet.
speechless.
I bet.
Guys, I'm speechless. So what the hell?
I bet. That just came out of me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I like don't really have human role models. Like I have a lot of people that inspire me, but yeah.
That's deep though. All right. Name three best dating tips a potential candidate needs in order to get you laid if you were not having your boyfriend. Let's say you didn't have any relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What would be three best dating tips a potential candidate needs in order to get you laid?
To get me laid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Mm, I would definitely say um, be attentive, like just listen, be there, be present, be intelligent as well, like hold good conversations, um, have a good heart, and enjoy the good things in life. I don't know.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So next question, if you have to go with one style, what would
Yeah.
it be? A, sports and active wear.
Mm-hmm.
B, urban and street wear.
Mm-hmm.
C, elegant and classic clothing.
Mm-hmm.
D, high-end fashion designer.
See, elegant and
C,
classy.
elegant and classy.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. All right, next one.
Mm-hmm.
What is your ideal sex frequency?
What? Sexual preference or what?
Nah, your ideal sex frequency. How
Sex
often do you like
frequency.
having sex? Like in a week, in a
Oh,
month, or what would be ideal for you in an
yeah.
ideal setting? Like
Okay. Yeah, definitely regularly. So minimum 3 times a week.
minimum 3 times a week.
Yeah.
Cool. So, what are 5 essential things you can't live without?
Okay. My laptop.
Yeah.
My laptop. Water.
Yeah.
Mm, this is also so cheesy, but never mind. The Bible.
Yeah, but it's great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I really don't want to come across as like churchy, but anything.
No, no, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like, hey, guys, it's important.
Yeah.
I feel like that is the greatest book that was ever written,
100%.
right? It has
100%.
all of the notes people used to write all of these other books.
Exactly. Everything stems from the Bible as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's a great thing to have.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, two more. Food.
Mhm.
Let's be honest.
You cannot carry all of the food in the world. You need one food,
Okay, one food. One food.
one item. What can you live not live without?
I'm so bad at this. My gosh. Um.
There is like
Oh yeah.
tick
Okay.
tock, tick tock, tick tock.
Let's just say Asian dishes.
Asian dishes,
Yeah.
you cannot carry everything. You eat carrots every day.
Rice.
Rice. All right. You're gonna carry rice along. All right, that was four. What else? Last one.
Mm, can it also be people, like a person you love?
Anything.
Okay, a person you love. I
Mm,
love. Yeah.
okay. All right. So that was it for the questions. That was it for the game.
I guess I suck the most at this one. But it's okay. It's a balance.
No, it happens. It happens. It's normal. I get that a lot with many other guests.
Yeah.
They're never expecting like, oh, they always know things,
The
but
sexual
then
frequency thing, yo.
yeah,
But it was sharper than the other ones. I was
yeah, right.
like this. Yeah.
All right, cool.
Mhm.
So we are at the end of our show right now, right? Is there anything on your mind that you want to say before we close?
Mm, I'm just really grateful for this opportunity.
You're welcome.
So thank you very much.
It's a
Thank you.
pleasure.
Thank you for building this format. It's really important.
Yeah.
And I really like your vision of saying, okay, I really want real talks in life and bringing the right people in. It's amazing. So, yeah, thank you.
Nice. It's a pleasure having you, Martina. Guys, it was Martina from Germany. She's a purpose, self-discovery, and fulfillment coach. If you have any questions, contact her on Instagram, contact her on email. Your
Yeah.
email is on the Instagram, right?
I'll add it to my
Or your
Instagram.
your link as well is on the
Yes,
bio,
yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, and we'll also leave her information in the description box so you can contact her.
Yep.
So thank you so much for watching, guys. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. As we always say, it helps us grow. It's been the Chicha Show.